Have you ever just stopped and taken a break and actually thought about and observed and noticed your life, yourself, what's surrounding you, who the people are in your life, what you're doing, what you're feeling, what you're thinking? In order for you to actually change your life, to live the life that you truly desire, first step in doing this is to stop and to cultivate an innate awareness about yourself. In order to have a identity shift, it starts with awareness first. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. I am here today to share with you that changing your life and shifting your identity is possible. What actually gets to be possible for you if you were to change your life? What gets to be possible for you if you were to think differently, if you were to create different beliefs about yourself, about the world, about others, about what you do? What is possible for you if you cultivated awareness? What is possible for you if you decided to make different decisions? What is possible for you with different choices? So I wanted to today unpack that the first step to changing your life and shifting your identity and creating the life that you actually truly love and are worthy and deserving of, it starts with awareness. In order to actually create this awareness, to actually start to observe, to notice, to perceive in a new sense, to come into a new realm of existence, you've got to stop and take a break. Are you just so caught up in the busyness of your life? It's a matter of just stopping. Just stop, take a break, take a pause, take a breath, and take a moment for yourself to actually slow the mind down, move away from the chaos in your life, maybe the chaos in your head, maybe the noise and the chaos of everyone and everything around you, and to take some time to start to observe and be aware and notice yourself and your conscious state of being. I'm talking about cultivating awareness. I'm talking about inviting mindfulness. I'm talking about bringing a new perception, bringing a perception to your life that is different from how you've just been conditioned to be for maybe years. The time now is to take a break and to move from within and to go in. So I'm talking about being in tune. I'm talking about attuning to who you really are and what you really desire in life. Have you ever really stopped to think about and to feel into and to even imagine what could be possible for you with the life that you actually truly desire? Have you ever actually stopped to think, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What are you reacting to? What are you responding to? What are the choices that you're making every day? What are the thoughts that you're thinking? What actually are you conscious of and mindful of and in awareness of in yourself and in your life today? I'm not talking about, okay, what happened in the past. I'm not even talking about being anxious about what could happen in the future. I'm talking about taking a break and coming from the place of who am I today? What am I doing today? And why am I showing up the way that I'm showing up today in my relationship, in my friendships, in my job, in my health, with all the different situations that you move through in your daily life? Why are you doing the things that you're doing? And are you only doing the things that you are doing because they said that you should be doing that, or they said that you shouldn't be doing that, or they said maybe this could be good for you, or they said maybe no, that's not good for you? Like, really, who is they, and why possibly have you allowed they to be the driver of your life? When you can shift into a new understanding and a different understanding that you're actually the one that has created the life that you see in your outside world, in your physical world, in your external world, you are the one that actually created that life. Now, whether or not you believe me with that, because there's this natural law of cause and effect, and every effect and result that you see in your life today that is outside of you, that is in your physical manifestation of your world today, you actually co-created that life that you have. And that actually, what if you could actually be the one to create a different life? Or maybe you wake up and you're 30 or you're 40 or you're in your 50s or 60s and you look around and you think, what? What? What the? Like, really? Is this what it is? Is this all there is? Is this the life that I'm living? Is this the friendships that I have, the job that I have, the relationship that I'm in? Like, is this it? And if you are coming from a place and you observe and you notice and are aware that you're not happy and that you're dissatisfied or that you feel limited or that maybe you feel like something is just off, then you actually are the one that gets to change that. You actually can change your life, but you've got to have awareness first about and be honest and use discernment about really noticing and observing and being aware of your life and the beliefs that you have, the perspective that you have, the thoughts that you think, the feelings that you feel, the actions, the behaviors, how you are showing up in the world today. Is this really in alignment to the life that you actually really want to live? Or again, are you allowing them or they to be the driver and controlling your life? The life that you have today, did you actually make those choices and decisions from a place of intention and from a place of purpose and from a deeper meaning and from a place of worthiness and confidence? Or were you just like hastily moving through your life, or maybe not even hastily, but just moving through your life, like deciding to do this, deciding to do that? If you've been showing up from a place of like not really being aware, not really caring, just doing what others thought or doing what you think you should be doing for others, or what society says, or what your parents said, or what they said in university, or what you see on social media, if you're just showing up from that place of uneasefulness and from lack and from feeling just off, it's not going to serve you. You actually have the power to change your life. I share all of this with you because I've been going through a different time of my life now. And I'm sharing this with you because I was forced to actually slow down, take a break, not see people, not surf, not do all the things that I was regularly doing and thinking that how I need to show up in the world and operate from the place and space that I thought that I need to be. So you think about like, how did I actually get here? If you can actually be the one creating your life, think about then, I invite you to think about and to become aware, to cultivate this innate awareness within you, to question, are the thoughts that you're thinking, are the words that you're saying, are the actions that you take, the way that you show up and behave, how your conscious state of being is today, is that actually in alignment and in flow to who you wish to be and what you desire your life to be? And I'm talking about, this is like an identity shift. How you are showing up today, you actually get to change that and shift that. You actually get to create a new identity. You actually have the power to choose to think differently, to choose to act differently. You have the power to create different beliefs about yourself and the world so that you can actually be living in alignment with who you truly wish to be. And if you're not living from a place of intention and purpose and deeper meaning, then no wonder if you look around at your life today, it is the way that it is. And this is going to take an act of faith. This is going to take faith and belief within yourself that you actually get to be the one that changes all of that. You actually are the one, if you take self-responsibility and full ownership of, okay, I look around, my life is like this. Like you're the one that actually did that and created that, but you actually get to shift that and change that. What if you truly could create a new life? What if you truly could shift your identity? What would you love and what is possible for you? And are you open to receive a life and self and money and wealth and love and connectedness and all the experience and joy, bliss, adventure, fun, and vibe? Do you actually want to choose that for yourself? It's a process, but the process doesn't actually have to take years of like, oh, I'm changing and I'm becoming and I'm changing my life and it's going to take time. Yes, there is a divine timing to everything. And I'm not here to say that it's going to take this amount of time or that amount of time. That's actually an individual thing, that it will be a divine timing for you. But you actually get to make the first step in changing your life by cultivating that awareness and deciding in the instant, in the snap of a finger, in the blink of an eye, okay, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. It could be whatever the time it takes, but you actually decide and choose to change. And you actually decide, okay, I'm going to believe something different to how I used to think or feel or act, what I used to believe, because maybe that wasn't obviously serving you. And it wasn't serving you because if you look around and you're not satisfied with what you see in your life, then you actually get to shift that. It's powerful. I also invite you to think, what if you actually acted and thought and showed up from a different conscious state of being? What if you showed up from an empowered conscious state of being? What if you actually showed up in your life from a conscious state of being, of worthiness, being consciously empowered, being consciously deserving, being consciously confident, right? Like, what is actually possible, and what would you love for your life if you showed up from that place? Let me tell you, magical, amazing things could happen. I'm sharing all of this because I'm sharing this from my own personal experience. And that's what I always like to share here, with the value and with the insights and with the teachings and with my dharma and with my vibe that I like to share is from my own personal experience. I recently, in the video maybe that you saw before, I pretty much was forced to stop and take a break and to pull away from everyone and everything. So I came back to Bali, like in summary, in short, I have just been recovering, and I am pretty much almost recovered from a shoulder injury, from dengue fever, and viral infection. There are 3 major big things that have happened to me in the last couple of months, and it hasn't actually been a very good time for me. Maybe from the outside, everything is fine, but let me tell you, I wasn't in wasn't in the high vibes, wasn't in my empowered state of being, wasn't feeling energetically aligned. My frequency was off. And so I was forced to stop and to take a break and to not surf, not go out, not see my friends, be on social media, be in my regular workflow, do all the things that I thought that I was doing, right? And showing up from the place that I thought that I should be doing. Just had to stop. I had to stop because I was exhausted. I was sick. I was in pain. I had mental fog. I had so much pain in my body. I had so much, I couldn't think. I thought at times I was like going crazy, like I was not dealing and I was reacting in a very strong way to everyone and everything around me. And I knew from the way that I was feeling and how I was showing up and the chaos that I was observing in my life, this is not the state of being that I wish to stay in. So what do I need to do? I need to make a change. Like, enough is enough, and I need to make a change. I cannot continue to go on like this. And so fortunately, I had my breakdown. I felt like by the seams, I was falling apart. I was like untethered. I was just this lifeless like form. I was this empty, fatigued, stressed, chaotic. I just was not feeling good. And fortunately, this didn't have to do with any heartbreak. I went through a breakup last year. That's been and done and gone. And I wish that person joy, love, and happiness. This was my own doing. And so as I took the time to cultivate awareness and to reflect. I made the conscious choice, okay, I need to go in again. I need to start to show up and do the work. I need to stop. I need to allow myself time to journal, to read, to meditate, to listen to empowering podcasts, YouTube, start to read books, journal. Get my thoughts out that are in my head, that are consuming my mind in a negative way, not a serving way for my better vision self, my best vision future self. I need to stop and just take some time for the inner work, to reflect, to answer some very empowering, deep questions about who I am, what it is that I desire for my life, for my health, for love, for business, for wealth, for creativity, for fun. Let me tell you, there were tears. There were breakdowns. And so I've taken the time, and I'm in this forward motion of self-healing, of inner development, personal development. And I'm in a process, and it's a process, but this process doesn't have to take years, because I've decided that I'm showing up now and being from a different state of being. Because, and I used to say this all the time, if we keep doing the same thing, like this, right? If you continue doing the same thing and thinking the same way and acting the same way and showing up the same way that you've always showed up, and you look around and you think, shit, nothing's changed, and you're thinking, oh, it's going to be different this time. That's the definition of insanity. So I've started writing a lot of gratitude. In order to change your life first and desire new things, I have been writing a lot of gratitude about what I am grateful already for in my life and what I have and who I am. I've cultivated this awareness. I've begun to create new or different beliefs about myself. And let me tell you, you get to do this as well. Like, if you really took the time, I'm not saying you have to go away and be on a retreat for 10 days. Like, if you took 15 minutes, 10 minutes out of your busy day, I'm sure that you have 5 to 10 minutes to maybe take out a journal, piece of paper and a pen, or just a note section in your phone, and just start to ask yourself, is the life that I'm living, the thoughts that I'm thinking, the way that I feel, the way that I act, the way that I'm behaving, is that in alignment with actually what I truly desire? And if it's not, say, okay, well, I get to change that. And then ask yourself, well, what do I actually want? What is it that I would love for my life? What would you love to be open to? What are you? And once you start to bring that awareness, that actually begins to open the portal of being able to actually receive what you truly do desire. And that actually opens the portal to actually begin and aid manifesting and creating a different life for yourself. What you see in your physical world, if you're not satisfied, you're the one that created that. But when you actually make that conscious awareness and shift in your beingness that you get to change, now that's powerful. And I've been studying some new teachings and concepts. Well, they're not really new, but I've been bringing a more focused awareness to studying the power of my mind and moving into a different realm of mastering my mindset, of mindfulness, of manifestation, of the inner work. These are things that aren't new to me, but I'm bringing a new realm of possibility in the here and now in my time-space reality, because we're always changing. So what I bring awareness to today, now in this moment, is going to, of course, be different from how it was a month ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. And what I'm learning is that actually, yes, I actually am the one that gets to be in control of changing my life. And you, most importantly, are the one that gets to be in control and create your life and be your best vision version of yourself and what you desire for your life. Because it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. You don't need to understand, or you don't even need to accept that I'm going to do what I'm going to do for my life, because that's what makes sense for me. And I also, and maybe you also in a journey of your new self-development and personal development and inner work, people may not understand, what you're doing or what you're saying or what you're thinking. But if it makes sense to you and you feel good within yourself, and this is the life that you're creating, then that's power for you. Then that's powerful for you. I encourage you to take a moment and to cultivate an awareness, to cultivate a empowered, conscious state of being. It's about showing up and being your best vision version self. If you have your vision in the future, your dream, what you foresee, what you imagine to be, you actually can be that now and show up from that place by cultivating a new awareness, by choosing different thoughts, feelings, and actions, by living in alignment with thoughts, feelings, and actions with the awareness of who you desire to be in the future, right? You're the one that actually gets to create a new life. And I know that things are on the way for me in a couple of weeks with some new inner development, personal development work that I've been doing. There are signs from the universe, and I mentioned this in my video before. And it's also just a feeling that I'm attuned to. It's a vibration. It's a frequency. It's my own energy within myself. That when I actually am staying really aligned and really aware and really conscious of my beingness, it feels good. It feels different. And it's a practice, right? We're practicing. This is not life perfect. We get to practice, but we can practice being who we desire to be. We get to practice beingness of an empowered, worthy, deserving state, a conscious state of being, right? Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. I do encourage you to reach out and share with me how you are shifting your identity, creating new beliefs, becoming aware of what you're becoming aware of in yourself and what you desire for your life. If you haven't subscribed, I truly do appreciate if you would support the growth of my channel. Hit the thumbs up button. I hope that you found value, love, and light in this, and I will see you next video.